What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. So before we continue with the Tesla videos, we got a couple of more. We're just gonna talk about the latest Sonos update that came out 2 days ago according to the app or Apple Store. As you can see, or 1 day ago, when you go here it says 2 days ago, when we press it 1 day ago, but the new version is 80.24.37, which is weird because when you go into Sonos page, you update the page, it's still from July, so they haven't written anything what's new with this latest app update. It's just an app update. So but Sonos does do that sometimes. They just send out an update without telling you what's new with this new app features. It says when you press here, it says improved. So is it the same as this one? Yeah, so pretty much the same. Improved speaker visibility, grouping visibility. Yeah, so whatever it says on the Sonos page, it's still on the same as it says right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the app update. We're gonna check. After we do the app update, we're gonna check the app itself. I'm gonna look if there is any speaker update, but if there isn't, we are still gonna try out movie test with the speakers. And by the way, some of you guys asked me if there was an improvement for the sub, and let me tell you guys that it is an improvement for the sub since the last firmware update for the speakers, which was like, what was it, 1 week ago, 1.5 weeks ago, something like that. And my subs have improved. Now, before you guys go and do the update, just be ready that Sonos sometimes releases updates that isn't the same for every users out there. I don't know why it is like that, but sometimes something improves my arc, but it does something to somebody else's arc, and you know how it is. So, but my sub has improved, both subs. I used to have them at +4, now even I have them at +1 or +2 even. So even sometimes when it's a really heavy bass movie, I push it down to 0. My family or my kids especially, they want me to push it down to -2, -1 even. So it has improved the bass a lot with the firmware update from last time. So you guys that was wondering if there was any improvement in the sub, it definitely is. So if you want to do the update, if you're wondering if it's worth it, for me it's been amazing for my subs with the last firmware update. So do it if you want. Let me just check if there is any new firmware update for this one as well. So no, we are still at 17.2. So let's do a little movie test and
again. You said something went through the engine block? Like a hot knife through butter. It's cold. Torres, I'm not sure we should be messing with this thing. What are you? All right. finders.
And that was a little bit of a speaker test for you guys and app update as usual. As you could see, I don't know if you guys could hear that through the mic on the camera, but the +2 that I have right now on my subs is sounding exactly like it was when I was using +4, if not even better. I used to have it on, like I said, +4, and it was good, but now it's amazing. +1, +2 is enough to make the whole room shake. And as you can see in the last part, where you can see, where you could see or not see invincible Predator spaceship, you could hear the rumble and you could feel the rumble. I think the mic on the camera could capture that, and it's amazing. So if you guys are wondering, since the last update, the firmware speaker update, they have improved the subs. So if you want to do it, just keep in mind, like I said before, that Sonos sometimes drops a speaker update, a firmware update for the speakers, and it's not the same for everybody. I don't know why it is like that, but it is what it is. So keep that in mind. But if you do it, please comment what you think about the latest firmware speaker update from Sonos, because I really like it. Especially for those of us that are bass heads, I think this latest firmware speaker update has been amazing. I think Sonos can improve the subs even more. So if they do, it's just a plus. And as I said, my ARC still sounds amazing. I think whatever they did in the beginning of 2025 with the ARC, with the updates that they released, it's really amazing. I know that some of you guys have been experienced the opposite, where your ARC and your ARC Ultra has lost its power and sound. Hopefully Sonos will release a speaker update for you guys to improve your speakers back to what it was. But other than that, comment if you have done the update, what you think about the speaker, the firmware update. I think a lot of you guys agreed with me that the subs has improved a lot with the latest firmware update. But if you do it, I would like to know what you think about the firmware update from Sonos and what they've done for the sub. I don't know if they have done it for the sub mini, so if you guys have the sub mini, do you feel an improvement for that as well? I would really like to know that. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.